Hi, Karen. Very nice to see you.
Hi,
Hi,
Thomas.
hi,
And
Karen.
Teresa-Maria. It's so beautiful to be with you.
And we are very much looking forward to having you on the festival and having you here for a week with us.
Yes, I'm very excited about coming. Thank you so much for this invitation.
And we are very happy that you are not coming alone. You are coming with Girez.
We do take breaks from each other, but as soon as I call him, he's here. Yes.
So, for those people who don't know you, maybe you can tell us how your life unfolded to the point where you met here with, in a short, what
Oh my.
what what uh, what was what opened you inside for this interdimensional shamanic being to come through? There must be
Mm,
something before.
there was a lot before. So there's a lot of healing that was taking place over the years, and a lot of things I went through, experiences. Some would call, yeah, some of it would be traumatic, some of it was and I don't normally talk about it because I don't think about it anymore. But I went through many years of deep depression, and that took me different routes to find healing. And I was really drawn to shamanism because of my love of nature. So there was, I don't want to go into everything that happened in my life. Like I said, I
No,
don't even,
don't do that. That's not
but
what I
the
meant. Yeah,
shamanism,
yeah.
and at a certain point, I was doing the traditional therapy and stuff. And it was actually during a very serious illness that an acupuncturist introduced me to an energy worker. And that just opened the illness itself, and the energy work is like, oh, there's a whole nother world here. And then as soon as that happened, all of a sudden people who would call themselves shamans were just showing up left and right. It was just interesting. Like I go after being sick to a therapist, and it turns out she's a Native American shaman. My friend didn't tell me that, right? Or a neighbor who studied with a shaman. So it was just happening a lot. And then I found that work moved things so much more quickly, the energy work, right? Rather than talking about it, which is unfortunately where a lot of therapy gets stuck. It's right, well, that's mental, but where's the energy that is underneath everything? And it was actually during a shamanism, tools of shamanism class that I went into the redwoods. I was living in California, into the giant, not the giant sequoias, the coastal redwood forest that I just loved there. And I picked up a staff, and I don't have it right here, but and the world stopped. And I just stood there crying. And I had no idea what had happened. And soon after that, huge energies were coming through my body, and I was speaking a language I didn't understand. And I thought, oh no, here I healed from this depression, years of depression. They'll have it your whole life. It's like, no, it's gone. I went through what for that, I went through what in shamanism is called a dismemberment, where you actually go down to your core essence. And it's like after that, it's like, okay, it healed the depressions. So now this thing is happening. I'm like, oh my goodness. And but at that time I had different teachers and coaches I was working for, and they recognized it. They recognized the language coming through was light language. And there was a lot of boundary setting. So the guide or teacher I channel is named Girez. He spells it a little interesting, Girez. And his energy is quite potent. So there was boundaries being set on that because it's too much for I'm doing better with it, but I still can only bring a fraction through a physical body of this energy. And then over time, I had teachers and even an osteopath going, you have to learn to do sessions with him. He moves energy so fast. And so I started doing sessions just word of mouth, and then learned to translate. So which a lot of people, it's a little unique for most of the people I see who do have light language come through them, is it's a running translation. And that's important for the mind, because if somebody's just speaking in a different language at us, it's a little overwhelming, right? Because the mental body is trying to figure out what's going on. So, but that's just a fraction. He may be teaching wisdom. He brings wisdom through. He brings different teachings. He has a sense of humor. The singing, I don't translate, but even what he's saying, it's not going to match word to word my translation. I'm using my intuition, but his energy coming through the light language is an energetic language. So it really, in a sense, what I say doesn't matter as much as the language coming through and the energy. It is a sound healing. So that's how I do it. It's a type of sound healing. And so what the language, why it's fine for your audience if they don't speak English, I'm sorry, I don't speak German, is that's just a little bit. What's really happening is this. So the other thing, Hirith, yeah, it's just so it's taken a little while, and then about, I guess, 3 years ago, I came out public with this, right? Because people were encouraging me again, not to just keep it to a small group, but to go ahead and let people start experiencing this. And it's beautiful, the transformations people write to me. I am a conscious channel, but a lot of times I'm in a very right brain space, so I may not remember. And so, yeah, testimonials are very powerful from people. Yes, he's here, Thomas. It's like this is about me. No, he's not. He's just joking. But he jokes a lot. He makes me laugh out loud quite a bit. So anyway, I don't translate the singing. That to me is pure energy transmission. So I'll let him start, and then Thomas, you can ask him questions if you want.
Okay. Well,
Ie
Teresa.
sono kapuia. Ie tono kia sono kia tana yana yana koa. Ie sono kia tano kopaya. Amo kia tono. I am Hirith. Ie sono kopaya tono kopaya. And I come in love. Ie tono koa. Ie sono. That is important. Ie sono kopaya. Ie tono. For everyone to remember. Amo kopaya tono. Because amo kia tono, a consciousness comes. Ie sono. It is important to fill in. Ie sono koa. Is this of resonance with me? Amokopaya tono. Is this being here amokopaya to manipulate, or do they come iasonokopaya in love? Iatonokopaya. Amokoya. Amokia sonokia. Amokoya soya. Imakia tanayanokoya. This one Karen calls me a shaman, Amokia Tono, because Amokia, yes, some of my methods match Amokia, the traditional shamanism of your planet. A shaman, Amokia, knows how to use energy. And everything is energy. Imikia Tono Kosamo. I bring Yesunokoa, even though it's through a female body, Yamokopaya, the energy of the Amokia, Amokopsonokoa, divine masculine, Yetonokoa. As you request for the divine feminine to come back, Amokia, Amokia, for both masculine and feminine to be out of Amokia, playing in what you call shadow, Yesunokoa. Yetono, you need divine masculine also, Yesunokoa. Amokia.
Absolutely.
You are seeking balance. Imikia. And most tono have not known that energy. Yesono amokia tono. That masculine amokia tono that honors and protects. Yesono ko. Imikia tono. Imikia tono. Amakia tono yaya. And so often, I will call those I work with, my grandchildren. So they have that reference of the loving grandfather, which many have missed in their life. Thomas, grandson. You have questions for me?
Yeah. Grandfather, are you an individual or are you more than that?
I come as a emokia expressed here as emokia tonokoa sono an individual emokia light vibration and yet emokia tono. I live in unity consciousness, so your question emokia is funny. So there is delight in amokia expressing as amokia a individual vibration of light. It is what you've come here to be as a human, except amokopaya, you've chosen an even harder path. Let's go where there's lots of programming and we forget amokia tono amoko sonoko, that we are also part of the whole until we go amakia tono. I kind of miss that. I'm going back.
Yes, we are all expressions of light. Yeah.
I will at times speak for a collective. So you can think of me as a member of the council.
Mhm.
And sometimes coming through this one, Karen, I will say we, meaning I am speaking amokoa on the behalf of more than just amokia, this individual amokia consciousness. Amokia, we are calling here amokoa. Imikia tono. Amokoa. Amokasonokoa, being separate then also allows me to call in other energies, iasonokoa, from what I call my tribe, amokia tono, iatonokosonokoa. So if someone needs feminine, iatonokoa energy, amokia, whether it be the sage or the young mother energy, amokia, I can bring that forward, iasonokoa, as a separate energy, amokia. This one, amokia, is missing this in their lifetime. Amokia, like a hole in their matrix, iasono, that we can mend. Iatonoko. Iasonokopa. Does that answer your question?
Absolutely. So you are grandfather and grandmother too.
Amokotsono. I am all of it, but I will amokia call in iatono, other consciousnesses that will be the feminine o pokuya sono or amokia, even other male energies. Iasono.
What is needed, yeah.
Amokia. Amokaya. Iasonoke. Imikia tonoko. Amokopaya. Imikia tonokopaya sono. So many are waking up now. Amokia, that is why I'm here. Iponokopaya. An agreement with this one to come. Iasonokopia. But amokia sonoko. Amokopaya. There is amokia tonokopa sonoko. A need for amokia tono, a path, iasonoko. Iatono of awakening, iasonoko. Remembrance, I like better. Iatonoko. Remembrance, iasonoko, of who you are without the layers of programming. And there is no judgment for taking on programming. You were born into it, as with your parents and parents and parents, Amokia generations. But Amokia, those are some of you. Amokia have come to break free of that. Amokopaya. Amakia sonoko. Imikia. So Amokia tono. My job is to give you the key. Amokopaya. and then show you that you are the one that created the door.
Yeah.
Yamokoa. Imikieto no koa. Omoko payaso. And so isomokieto no. Amokieto no. You might flow with what is needed from the groups I am with. Ietonoko paya. Ieson. And you are traveling together as a collective. Iesonokoa. And Omokia, there are many collectives. Iesonokoa. So some of you are choosing Omokia to move into a different collective energy of consciousness. Iesonokopa. Imikia. Imikia tono. More questions? Iesonokoa.
Teresa?
Well, I just can share. I mean, experienced a beautiful session quite a while ago with you, is that I really can sense on how many layers you work really on the energetical. Like when I listen to you right now, it's hard for me even to ask a question, as I hear something that's just beyond words. It's really touching so many parts in me.
Iesonokietano. Yes, amokia, and that is the beautiful part. Iesonoko. Yet, iesonoko paetono. Anyone listening should know amokietono. They are powerful and they can have amokisonoko filters. Iesonoko. To not amakietono. Take in more energy than you're ready to amokia integrate. Iesonoko paya. Ietonoko pa.
Yeah, I think that's so beautiful that you come to the festival. It doesn't matter if Karen's language is English and no German, because that's not the point. I mean, words can sometimes help, but it's just the frequency. That's
Yes, he's He's saying, if you speak English, you'll get my jokes better. But even laughter, you don't need words. Yes, yes, there are this is Karen again. There's so many layers going on, right? And the other thing, some people, as soon as they hear him, start to cry.
Yeah.
And that's a heart opening. That's a heart opening. Some people will recognize the language. Doesn't really matter. It's the energy that's coming through.
Yeah. You know, we have people, they really have a beautiful way to express. And I would say it's important that people understand the language. But with you and Girez, I just feel it's beautiful if people understand English, which quite a lot of people do. Yeah. But it's not really necessary. That's why I just feel it fits so beautiful in this energy field of our festival.
Often you will talk of certain music as being a universal language. Yes. Yeah. And so is energy. Amokopaya. Yetonokopaya. Yesonoko. Yesonokietonokopaya. Emokieton. Yesono. Amokopaya. Yesono. Amakoya. Amakoya. Asanonokoya. Amakia soy. Amakoya. Isonokopaya sono. Imikiatonokopaya sonoko. Even though I can be amokopaya, very gentle and loving, isonoko, I can also be very powerful. Isonokoyatono. Isonoko, which is sometimes needed to break down energies. Isonoko. To transmute them into other. Back to source.
Yeah. But there's a part of your gentleness, which I experienced so far, is really very special. It's like a feather. It's like a feather is kind of touching your heart or inner layers. That's a really beautiful quality.
Amokoya, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, there's also a lot of
Amokoya.
Heart melting. It's heart melting.
It's a loca. He's laughing because he appreciates what you're saying, but to say thank you is also a little funny for him. So I am so glad that I will be with you, both and everyone who comes to the festival.
Mm.
we are very happy too.
It is my pleasure to be of service in a sense, but not enslaved to it. It's just fun for me. It doesn't affect my self-esteem. But I'm here, to reach people, to let them remember who they are, the love that they are. So thank you for this opportunity.
So much welcome.
So welcome.
Thank you so much. Girez also does little activations, and those who can see have told me, oh, he's dropping codes into the DNA. So yes, so there's a lot going on. There's healing, there's transmissions, there's activations. When I work with individuals, there's often soul retrievals. So to bring you back to wholeness, that's really what it's about.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Any other questions, Thomas? Or
maybe Girez can has a little tip for the people who look to the video, what helps in their life, some basic little tool.
I am full of tools. Yes, I'm write a book of all his tools. Practices. It is important to stay in your body, regardless what is happening. That is where your power is. You are part of this earth right now. Your body is made of earth. So she loves you. You are part of her. Just as you are part of your soul. Your power comes from being in the body and being here in the moment. So whatever brings you more here now. Oh, he's going to do a little activation in if you can using others' words. My body, my mind, my spirit, in this place, in this moment, now. That's a little complicated. So really easy.
Very easy, yeah.
Even easier. Every once in a while, notice. Direct your mind. It's jobs to think. That's not bad. You want it to keep thinking. But say notice. And maybe that's what you see or you hear. And in that moment of notice, you become present here and now. Just throughout the day, all of a sudden, notice. It brings you here. Maybe it's your breath. Notice. Ah, I am breathing good. Yesunoko. Epunukopaya. Imikiatonokopaya. Amokopaya. Notice Samokia. And when you notice Yesunoko, you can also say, what is beautiful here and now? Epunoko. Imikiatono. Beauty has an essence, an energy. So you can inhale beauty into your Amokia body and your energy field. So notice Amokia Tono. What is here and now? Amokia. Notice what is beautiful. Imikia Tono. Amokia, you like that one, Thomas? Yes or no?
Thank you very much, grandfather.
Amokia Tono. Teresa, did you notice Amokia Tono?
I did expect that you would say take a long pipe and smoke like in
Okay, this
shamanic
one.
tip. No, but that was better, definitely.
Kopaya Kana. Yes or no, Kopaya. Apoko.
I think it's beautiful to be aware of the beauty is so close to a place of gratitude.
Yesuno kopaya. So in my world, nothing is bad. Yesuno kopaya, right? Yesuno, just different energies. Some are heavy and convoluted now, omokopaya, and need to move. Yesuno koipon. Amokietonokoa. But there are energies like gratitude and beauty, joy, epokosonokia, that are easy to move. Yesunokoa. So when we use those, they can flush out the heavier emotions. So that the heavy ones, when they come, they also get to move. Yes,
Yes, thank you very much.
Wow, very sweet, Thomas. Thank you. And yeah, so it's always my delight to have him come through my body because, of course, it's affecting my consciousness and my energy field.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
Thank you very much, Karen, for sharing and
Yeah.
for being here to transmit him.
Well, thank you. Like I
It's a
said,
great gift.
it's my delight, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we are looking forward to have you here very soon. And I think many people will be very touched and
Yeah.
will be very joyful that you and he will be there.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
he's going to do his normal sign off. He's learning how we work. Remember, you are always loved. And remember, you are never alone. Imakopaya, amokopaya, amokopaya. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Teresa-Maria. I'm so looking forward to being with you in person.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm really very happy that you will come with Girez and be part of the festival. It just it feels so strongly like family, you know. It's more than just coming as a presenter. It's feels natural.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. You both feel like family to me. So thank you very much.
So I'll turn off the record.
Okay.